All is set for us to do the business of the day. 26 minutes after 8 a.m. Friday morning, giving you all the Friday feeling. And I'm dedicating this one to all die-hard fans of Daddy Lumba. Now, there is a group called Die-Hard Fans of Daddy Lumba, and I think I want to be part of that group because sometimes I just feel like doing more Lumba, especially when I'm out of the country. I want to enjoy more Lumba and feel cozy. Bryce, me, I know what I mean. Yeah, man. Lumba has some feeling. You know, that's why Sarkodie said, Emamu Daddy Lumba. Lumba doesn't expire. That is one thing about the man, Kojo Fosu, Charles Kojo Fosu. So I am a die-hard fan of Daddy Lumba. And Sebeo Love, Esi Tete, you're also telling me you love this song to bits. That is not drum from Lumba. Therefore, enjoy it with me. And also to you, Lion, Nana Kwame. Today is the birthday of your special lady. Her name is Abigail in Torinkansa. Okay, Abigail in Torinkansa of Accra Technical University. Happy birthday to you, madam. And the message coming from my man, Nana Kwame Lion says, he says, I love her to eternity. So, Abby, Nana Kwame loves you to eternity, yeah? Okay, so to all my guys who are also enjoying the Lumba feeling, if you are a die-hard fan of Daddy Lumba like I am, you can also enjoy this. And this one says, wow, Daddy Lumba, times and seasons are controlled by God and not man. Good morning to you, Asari Bedi Akon Atman Probi. You are also a member of the die-hard fans of DL. No two ways about that. So in the studio, Arnold Mason Levanyo right here. I also have Dr. Sasu, doctor and in the arts as well. And Michael Na, he is also from Dream Studios. Your architect is here. And the man from Po Keke, Liberty Industries. Free Po Keke, so bound for Bimba. Ka Friday be a cowboy one box. Now they are see office. Nenye, a hiding, a high minute. Betty, pipe, pipa, pipe, pipa. Lady Rev there on pet po keke on pet po no on pet keke no. Ba kojo TV do pe bibia. Okay, so let's come to the business, and I'm reading another headline. I think D Class GH shared with us on Twitter, and I want to read that headline as well. So we come to the studio to discuss this. In a recent interview, Stonebwoy, aka One Guard, aka Aboy, said that the beef with Shatta, if someone thinks it will die, then it is a lie. So, for instance, on this platform, dclassgh.com has shared some 9 minutes ago that my beef with Shatta will naturally come up again. And I'm asking, should this be the business vibe between them instead of BBI okay, no? Because Stonebwoy crowd money my dins are Ashana Shaman to the world this time I slow on Kanjangum because last or Kanjangum the man where they as a die that's I know. That's it. Let me start with Spider Mama Spider microphone. Mama Spider microphone. Namintie Spider opening remarks. We have just 30 minutes for this segment, so I'm giving each 5 minutes, and I'll read the tweet 5 minutes as well. Spider, Yata, Mama Kine Mami, 5 minutes, na enko.
That's only good morning.
Only time for chair because why late?
Late there, my baby.
Only time for chair. No time for socialization. And no fine. No time for socialization.
Brasami. I can say beef with the say Ebani is almost back to the beef now. I don't think it will be useful because you see an Omama if you are seeing them who say they are unite Oma can boom because of certain issue that happens into Oma can boom into no
Spider, you are still on the floor.
Yeah.
What's it?
Because you see, I know say a ban is more babe ye beef now. I thought a man for assume say they are okay, like on why you cool. Into say a ban is more rising beef nibioma. It won't be effective like the way it was. Well, it won't be effective. And
omu nyai say ya na. Would you agree, sir? Omu nyai say bibi answer I fine no. I say obi crossing the whole industry self. And your mummy no the whole industry.
But I mean, I can say our industry is fake. It is fake. Inti say let's say Stonebwoy or starting no, he doesn't have the perception say I'm coming to have a beef with Shatta.
Yeah.
Likewise, Shatta and so.
Yeah.
Inti they are all doing their individual business, individual stuffs. Well, in Tiabani say, among the two of my dreams, say without the beef, no, they can't survive. I think it is wrong. And you now, boy, no, that lumba you now can't be bia or say when you are me, mobia, ebia, omumbre no, I asun say ebia no beef. Maybe you should tend to different thing. And as a if you say ebia, beef from to me see in the industry that. Who rise up something effective. What I say, it shouldn't be all the time say Shatta way you can say Stonebwoy. No, so for me, no, I think it will not be worth it when they come back with the beef.
Into the omunya ni say ya. But would you also agree say ama omunya hype bi na ke wo mo time na beef no active no? Would you agree say aba from kakra?
For me, Brass, I mean, one thing that we have to know is that Obi won on social media and I say BB, but behind us, no, or anyoma.
But this is also a fact. Say, oh ye BB, not the corner or public space in Kwandia. It will find a way to trickle onto social media.
Should it be say?
I the corner your bedroom.
Brass, I mean, should it be say? It should be a beef. It should be about beef.
No.
So we should go it like that. For me, no young corners are without beef. No, now share there. Ebi oye sebio kafra like oye nyansa nyuma na say ebi o.
The relevance no ye real.
Na ye who say who boy juma without a beef. What I say? Now you say who boy juma without a beef. But say bani say beef. Now that means you are riding on the beef to survive, and it shouldn't be like that. Your talent should show. With talent now, no money previously say, oh okay, my talent we na me and I know without no beef.
Oh,
what I say? Me a coming come be beef. No mun to some of the presenters. I'm to some of the presenters and some of the DJs. Because they are, some of the DJs and the presenters are killing talent. Some of the DJs and presenters are killing talent. Well, it's a coming kwanka. If an artist will do a beef song and as you have a beef with someone, it shouldn't be a co-artist.
They should rather come together to fight presenters.
Yes.
Wow.
Some of the presenters, not all of them. Like some of the media houses and stuff like that.
I see.
Because they are killing most talent.
And not among themselves.
No.
Thank you so much. And the man Spider has given us his first opinion. He's done. In fact, he's managed his time very, very well. And because of that, I'll use some 2 minutes to read the tweets before I come back to the studio where my guys will tell me more. You can also share yours with me on WhatsApp 0266 660 0266 660 Meanwhile, you can also do 0500 385 0500 0000385. And I know some people would want to catch the repeat of the show. It happens on Xylophone Media's YouTube handle. You can also subscribe to the channel Xylophone Media on YouTube. So every evening you can get the content here as well. Some more tweets. Abdul Jalid says, Sammy, like if Stonebwoy, like he composed 880 million songs for Shatta to also reply 880 million, Ghanaians will know they want to fool us. My advice is that the two arts should join forces and fight the system, industry, economy, or something bigger. I'm sure you are agreeing with the man Spider. Now, Gab Kelly Music says, good morning, Brasami. The beef there, they for do them again to spice the industry up, because Shatta makes slow after the beef. He needs it more, but it should be healthy. Okay. Kojo Chum says, Brasami, good morning. Stonebwoy is purported to be the good one, but his comment with Abeku Santana has proven to us that his beef with Shatta really helped him, and he needs him now than ever. DJ Culture rather says, Brasami, the beef must stop. Why should it be negative all the time before their music sells? The Unity can also sell their music. I think they should come together, because business wise, and sell Ghana as well as big up DJ Staker. Okay. Bra Kwabna Nuyama says, Bra, we like it too, but it won't take us anywhere. Let's come together and move forward. Ghana shall prosper. Starboy Richard says, Sammy, it wouldn't be fun for them to come up again with this beef, Brasami. We need that unity to promote Ghana music to the world, like how our Nigerian brothers are also doing it. Wonderboy Nino says, a salary car beef for Brasami, but Efo wants to beef King so that he gets the funds for his concert, but he won't get it this time around. Okay. And who is here? In fact, your name, okay, Adio Junior one. Your name is in some Arabic language. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he says, I mean, it's now clear Stone is finding it tough to sell his trade without Shatta because his tickets didn't sell during his Europe tour, and there is a in my ears. You guys have to check that. Some notification coming on air. This one says, because his tickets didn't sell during his Europe tour and was telling lies about his leg disturbing him, but came to Ghana within the same week and jumping on free shows. Ablekuma Jay-Z says, Sammy, I must say you guys rock, but on the real, do you know they like good things? Alright, so trying to check that so it doesn't disturb listening, but I'll still continue with Ablekuma Jay-Z's tweet where he says, I must say you guys rock, but on the real, they like good things about Stonebwoy, go talk good things about and this will be the first time as he go win ambassadorial award, talk about shaking my head. Okay, now Soka says, Sammy, some Friday feelings be a day. Okay, now Simple says, they should bring it on. We love the beef. This peace thing crab be nothing but pretense. Okay, who else is here? Shatta Romario says, we are hashtagging bring back our beef. Obiafa beef. Now Quatin Lawrence says, Sammy should be put to stop because Shatta ain't ready for beef. Shatta can survive without beef. If Stonebwoy wants beef, the rest of the artists are there, period. SM, we are far gone. Okay, let me come back to the studio once again, where Dr. Sasu will be next on my microphone. Doc, let me listen to you. Okay, we will come back. Disappearance of the beef and the fact that it seems to be affecting business for both artists, and Stonebwoy's current call that the beef will naturally come again. What do you think is happening?
Yeah, I think sometimes we take the words of these artists and performers sometimes too seriously, and I think that sometimes they just pass these comments in order to just create fun and not necessarily to be taken too seriously. Sometimes we just want to stretch it too much, but when it comes to beef, I think that is one thing that has not.
Let's go back to how you started the discussion. Which one should we take serious and which one?
Stonebwoy saying in an interview and he being asked, how about the beef between you, and then jokingly or
how do you know it was jokingly?
No, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that sometimes we on the other side we like to take things too seriously.
So I was asking that which one should we take serious? Which one should we consider as the
whole thing that he said that the beef will naturally come again?
We should take it as a joke.
It's just so does it mean that it's true? It will naturally come again. It's something that he has said. It doesn't mean that it's true. He has said it, so it will come again. Let us. He has said it, and that's his opinion. We've not listened to what Shatta also thinks about it. Maybe he's on Wadakra and he doesn't even think there will be any beef at all in the first place. But I'm thinking that beef is something like Spider said rightly. I agree with him that it's not healthy, and it has never been healthy, because you see, I believe strongly that we, as a certain group of people, like to be happy or to marry at the downfall of another person, especially a certain race. I don't want to mention, but you realize that.
No, feel free. Yes, be bold.
Yes, but you realize that I'm bold, but I'm just trying to.
No, be bold. Feel free, and let's vibe.
Yes, because you realize that. Look at the world. You never see a certain group of people beefing in their agenda to become great or to fill up stadiums or stadia through a beef or through braggadocio or trying to insult each other. But
so
see black people.
Which genre are you talking about here?
No, I'm talking about, okay, let me be straight. I'm talking about
straight.
Black people.
We are on radio.
You see,
some people don't have the IQ you think they have. So just be straight.
Yeah, but you see, rap music is for black people. And so when a black person is achieving, is going high, another person wants to bring him down and thrive on. They want to step on your balls in order to, instead of stepping on your shoulders, we like to step on the balls of another person in order to get there. And you see, the masses, they never like you. The people who text and say that no, the beef, they are slow. They are people who thrive on negativity. And so if you want to appeal to those people, you never go far. Take our music. Daddy Lumba, Echampon. These people had great talent, but they turned into inward. Instead of looking outward and creating a future for the generation, they turn inward and beef each other. They fight. And so the music never goes far. I've never seen a beef song, a beef song that has really been celebrated or that has really gone far.
Are you sure?
Yes. When the beef dies, that's why people always call for.
This point is debatable.
Yeah, let me. Okay, you can. Yeah. But I'm saying that, or you can mention one. Mention the beef song.
There are even worldwide. There are so many of them.
Yeah, which one?
Many of them. Let's continue.
No, I want you to give me an example.
Even Samini, his Shatta Bad Mind song. Do you know how far that song went? And that song was an attack song.
Yes, and I'm telling you that I was going to I'm saying that, listen, when a beef song, you think that it goes far, but it doesn't. Compare the Shatta Bad Mind song and Davido's If. No, I'm telling you that, and when the beef dies, when they reconcile, all those music become useless. What I'm saying is that, you see, music is bigger than beef. And when you come together and you build, it is bigger than when you stay apart. And you see, Ghanaian, what I was trying to say is that, you see, Ghanaians, especially, we thrive on these things. See, MPP, NDC, it is beef. When you go to parliament, instead of us sitting together to dialogue and build something, we call a certain group of people opposition, and we call another group majority. And so if you have a system or a group of people who are trying to build a nation, and you have a certain people, we have termed them opposition, how can we build a nation? So when we are going for election, it is just beef. We just want this one to win. So you see people saying that next year is an election, but you will see if I vote, my two, I'm aware. Now my 20 away, but that thing it never makes sense to me. That Utu Abama will be what 20 will be, and it's not true.
But you see, Abama will be no.
No, maybe what Tuama will be, and don't just say what 20 will be.
But you vote for or against? No,
you don't. You never vote against.
But you vote for.
You vote for. You won't vote against. Okay. If this one wins, it doesn't. We all come back and push the person. You never voted against someone, but our mindset is always like that. This one has won. This one is a loser, but it's not true. That is why the two parties are in parliament. It's not like when you lose, then this one is better than this one. That is always what we want to thrive on. And so we think that, but the music in there is always like that everywhere. It goes down and then it rises. It doesn't have to be about beef to raise anything. So I've always been against beef, and I think that it's always a negative.
So you think they should continue with their current lifestyle where they are peaceful with each other?
Yes.
That is what you enjoy. Thank you so much, Dr. Sass. And again, remember, he doubles as a comedian, an actor, and more. But then, a doctor at the Accra Psychiatric Hospital. He is with us here this morning on Showbiz Agenda. Let me go straight to my man, Michael Na. Mr. Na,
yes,
what is your opinion on this?
This all against the background of the notion that negativity sells, controversy sells. Yes, that's true to some extent, but it sells. We know in the Western world some of these things are properly designed. They are stage managed to achieve a certain end result. But over here, what actually made the Shatta Stonebwoy beef really thrive was the fact that it was natural. It was not planned, that goes to reveal a certain marketing defect
or deficiency.
A lot of artists, when they come out, just focus on producing the music. As to how they intend to market themselves, as to how they intend to market their music, most of them hardly really sit down and plan effectively the marketing strategy they have in place. So most of them just find themselves hitting accidentally. It's like, oh yeah, no, and echo pie baby. And then something happened, and then suddenly the song just blew up, But as to how, brothers, you can just do a sample, call even 5 or 10 artists who are in the limelight, and ask them if they had a real workable strategy as to how their hit songs came up. I can tell you probably 1 or just 2 out of 10 can tell you that they had a strategy for it.
Okay.
Most people don't know how their songs even became hits.
That's true.
So now that is like they are, now it's like they have something to thrive on, so they want to work at it. Fine, it was a lyrical beef, and we enjoyed it while it lasted. But then it got to a head, when we saw the ugly side on what happened on the VGMA stage, and then we realized that this thing is becoming a security threat. And that's when everybody now began retreating. Now that you want to bring it back, we get to know that you people want to now pull a wool over our eyes. Well, Mama said I did not Juma some time back. So now you want to make it artificial. No, we won't go with that. And that's where I think if they are not careful, it'll just flop big time. It'll just flop big time like that. For Stonebwoy to come and say, "Oh, the beef is not over,"
it will happen again. Naturally.
It will happen again. Then I take it in 2 ways. One say I didn't see there were some news items flying. Say Shatta has managed to reveal the evil in Stonebwoy. There was a news item like that.
Yeah.
So Abia, Stonebwoy has not fully forgiven Shatta. Abia. Just Abia. Now the other side too could be that, okay, then what was the point in coming out with a piece something? Was it because they were almost on the verge of being imprisoned? And it was a publicity stunt to if you like fool all of us. But in reality, they are still harboring something in there. Is that what it is? So now that the dust has settled, the real character is being revealed. Okay, go ahead. But what form is it going to take? Is it still going to be lyrical? Or is it going to take maybe a violent form? Because right after the VGMA incident, we saw some videos, some pictures, some people holding guns and blah blah, and other people even thought that, oh, these things now is taking another dimension. If it's lyrical and your music can serve the purpose, fine. But if it's to rally the militants, the supporters, the fan base against each other, I think it will backfire big time.
I see. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael. Now, remember, he is the owner of Dream Studios, your architect, and an observer, a watcher of the industry as well. I'll be picking the views of Arnold, Mason, Levanyo, and the Lady Rev as well. But then before I go to them, some few tweets won't hurt the show. Nimble Rock says, Sammy, the reason why most Ghanaians like beef is because they want to see people's downfall. A positive mind will not think about beef. Positive mind thinks to come together to build a strong wall. Okay. Now, Gab Kelly says, joke of the year. All the songs released this year are hit songs compared to your Worry Boy album. DJ Misty says, one of the beef that hits is Tupac. Hits them up. And this song to Notorious B.I.G. Let's move on. Cassandra says, so this video shows he wants beef. Stop talking about Stonebwoy if you hate him. Hypocrite. Okay. And this one is coming from Simple. He says, beef songs are just for the moment, but within that moment, artists make more money, and it's the money that they want and not the song being played inside Queen Elizabeth's bedroom. I welcome the beef any day, but it should be lyrical. Rasalom says, Massa, the two artists are not work artists though. They are giants in the industry. They know the game. It's not like they're upcoming artists and they are now trying the breakthrough with the beef. Okay. Don Yaro is here. He says, Brass, I mean, we all know Stonebwoy needs just hype for his Beam concert, but Shatta will never mind him. Shatta is far gone. We don't want news from him again. 21st December, T-Rhyme, Chodum concert coming up. Yeah, we have to be part of that as well. Brass, I mean, I've always believed that this peace thing between Stonebwoy and Shatta is fake. We love the beef, but both artists, including their fans, must know that it's just lyrical. We don't want blows and guns again. And DJ Misty says, Big Bro, Stonebwoy wants attention for his upcoming project. We are cool with their current behavior, and they are both releasing hits. So what is his problem now? Are they go chop konkonte cry? Party, eh? Now, Dr. Sasu, this is your song, one of Samini's big songs, and it is a beef song for your information. Okay, Arnold, take over for me. Let me know your position on this, bro.
Beef is good.
The salted ones, the salted ones, or the red ones.
The jollof beef.
In fact, when beef is in the jollof, it be.
I think we shouldn't forget the genre these two guys find themselves in. I mean, and what the basis of this genre is. You know, it's reggae dancehall. Let me even leave it at dancehall. And when you go or get the history of dancehall, I'm sure beef is not far from one of the elements or the list of elements that drive dancehall. Beef is part of it. And beef is not only peculiar to Ghana or Ghanaian artists. I mean, there's been beef, but each beef has its own parameters or, environment within which it thrives. Music beef or reggae dancehall beef, of course, in Jamaica, I'm sure it's gotten to a point where guns have been pulled. Even here in Ghana, it got to a point where, guns were pulled, at a point. But largely, the fans, the musicians understand that the beef is within the music and usually it's lyrical. Like Stonebwoy, Samini and Shatta did. It was a huge beef, but it was more lyrical. Samini dropped Scatter Bad Mind. Later, he dropped Iskoki. Shatta dropped and, kept dropping before it moved from Samini then onto Stonebwoy. Even when it got onto Stonebwoy, they all made gains from it. Stonebwoy had a lot of gains from this. Even Samini himself had a lot of gains from the beef that they had. Only if we can understand that this is purely musical and must stay lyrical, it is good for business. Presenters. There was a time, if you watch entertainment news on all our channels, about 80% of what we talk about is Shatta and Stonebwoy. I mean, let's be real and face the facts. 80% of what they talk about is Shatta and Stonebwoy. Shatta this, Stonebwoy that. And media houses fed on it. Event promoters fed on it. Event organizers fed on it. The artists themselves fed on it. In fact, it got to a point where the fans were making gains out of it. So there are some positives with beef that we shouldn't forget and that we shouldn't rubbish, whether we like it or not. Yes, anything that has to do with competition. Even in the corporate world, we have subtle beefs. People, I put adverts on screen and they throw shit and throw jabs.
One of the telecommunication networks, they had some publicity and they were using the colors of their competitor.
Yes. And if they had...
And that was beef.
That was beef. If they had active followers who would also go online and jab people. Even look at Samsung and iPhone. Sometimes you get on Twitter and users of Samsung are trying to defend what it does for them.
In fact, I've seen a commercial. I don't know if it is real or not. But then there's a commercial of a young guy who was trying to buy the Coke that you use coin to buy yourself.
Yeah.
But he was not getting to the height of where he could buy Coke.
Okay.
So this is what he did. He first used the coin. He brought out Pepsi. But he did not drink the Pepsi. He rather stood on the Pepsi. So he got to the height of the Coke.
And bought the Coke from there. And that's
crazy. Is it not beef?
You see, so... No.
Is this not beef, Arnold?
So if they had active, followers like we do for Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale, they also get on social media and try to question why the guy had to step on Pepsi to buy Coke. And then Coke will also be like, yes, we needed to step on you. And that could generate a whole conversation. And then the companies will be making gains out of it. You see, so let's not criminalize beef and make it look like a baby. It is how we use it. It is how we use it and how we make people understand it. That turns the whole thing into a bloody venture. But under normal circumstance, beef happens in all our spheres. Even in politics. Yes, you mentioned NDC having opposition. Without the opposition, without that side of it.
In fact, I was about to tell them that we need opposition, Papa.
Yes.
If we don't get opposition, we will die. Because people will just chop money and go scot-free. Because no one will see it.
That whole idea of thinking we can all think the same and move the same is utopian. It doesn't exist. We will never think the same and act the same.
Utopian idea.
Yes. Well,
that's a serious one.
Yeah. It will never happen. So fans of Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale, even though there seems to be some friendship and some cool air around the place, they know for a fact that look, deep within them, some of them don't like what's happening. They wish they wake up in the morning and Stonebwoy drops a song and drops a line. Even now when they drop songs, they scrutinize to see if there's any line pointing to Opana. Or if Opana also drops a song, they scrutinize to see if there's some line. I mean, to keep some vibrancy in the game. When the beefs come, it makes everything look, I like this Feel the Dome, Shatta Wale's, how do you call it, album launch, which people were comparing to last year's own. Had they still had that beef thing happening, it would have been full or filled more than we saw. And Stonebwoy's show that he's about to organize, all the two shows, he wouldn't be that worried about getting people to come because he knows that the conversation will drive people to come. People want to come and see if he does it like their king. Stonebwoy and his folks want to go and see if the king does it like their nation president. And it goes on and on like that. If we drive the whole thing to look like it's evil, that's when evil starts coming in people's mind. It's the way we make them understand what it is. It is lyrical. In fact, genre. Yes, there may have been some excesses where guns got pulled and so on and so forth. I mean, even the ones that don't have beef running in them, they almost want more problems. Hip hop has its own issues. Even the gospel musicians, they also have their own issues. They do. High life musicians have their own issues. In fact, I hear one of the biggest beefs in the history of beefs in Ghana happened amongst high life artists. Daddy Lumba and Nana Champon. Even they were beefing. So it's there, like in the history.
And their beef moved from who could sing better to who had the best of Jerry Curls.
Can you imagine?
And the best of jeans.
Can you imagine?
The one in your stomach.
Is it Paco jeans?
The Shatta now Hamburg burgers.
The one who's pimping
German burgers. Well, pimping is now not din.
I know what din.
You win.
Can you imagine? And
It even got to bleaching. Measure who has bleached the most.
Who has bleached the most. And Scatter Bad Mind, a song born out of beef, is one of the most solid songs Samini has done. And I'm sure he would admit, and folks will admit, it's a big song. So yes, the beef can come back and it can be natural. People will still follow. It depends on how it gets ignited. The fact that we fought before and we've made peace doesn't mean that if you step on my toes and I feel I need to react, if I react, it becomes fake. No. So if what we call for the beef comes naturally and they react, it won't be fake. I don't know if you're getting me. Yes, they've had it before. They've come together and things happen to be cool.
And I'm sure that is what Stonebwoy meant.
That's what Stonebwoy means. He won't go out there to start it or just wake up one morning and say I want to insult him. But if out of natural occurrence it happens, the next person will jump on it, and it will be natural. I mean, you could fight and make peace. Then husbands and wives, then their second, third fight will all be fake. But there have been genuine fights. Each time they do it, it's genuine because whoever is causing it genuinely.
You slept together the night.
Yes.
You guys were cool. You woke up the next morning.
There's a fight. Yes.
There is beef.
There is beef. And sometimes the things that ignite the beef are tiny things. Like the wife is wearing jeans and the jeans is too tight.
Yeah. No, like she's finished dressing. She didn't
or
say
like
she's
finished
looking good.
dressing and she's...
And even it's not as if he did not say it. So maybe he did not say it in the room. Maybe a mood car on her own and she happened.
Or she comes with a new hairstyle and for 50.
Hey, that's one.
That one you better not say it at all. And these are genuine causes of grand beefs. So it's Keta School boys. So Sammy, the beef can come back. I mean, some people are okay with the serenity happening around them. Yes, but again, would agree that it's slowed the industry. It's made things be on the quiet. Like I saw extremely careful. That vibrancy is lost. And if we are talking business and want to do business. But there could be beef and still be international fights. International agenda. There still could be, yes. The fact that they have their differences doesn't mean that we can't have international agenda. We can.
Yeah.
We can. The beef will not stop Shatta from thinking international. It won't stop Stonebwoy from thinking international. In fact, when Stonebwoy was touring around the globe, there was beef. And again, it can't stop the two of them from coming together to think international. If they really know and they mean business, they could come together and still think international. I mean, I hear there are groups that are beefing, but a businessman can put them together and say, let's sign this contract for business.
Do a tour.
Let's do a tour. They don't talk. So even when they go, they come on stage and they perform together, but within them, they don't have that peace. It happens. It's about business and being business minded. If our people understand business, if you are seeing $10 million as a tour of money, and they say Stonebwoy, Shatta, come together, let's go play this tour in Europe and make $10 million. If you are business minded, you forget that nonsense called beef at home.
I know.
And then you will get to Europe, play the shows, get on stage and perform and act. Make the money and come back home and decide not to call each other. We're good. It's business we do. You don't need to be my friend to do business with me.
I know,
we need to respect the rules of business. We don't need to wake up in the morning and eat in the same bowl or pick up a phone to be calling you before we do business. Business is business. If we understand the language of business, beefs won't matter.
Thank you so much. Arnold Mason, Levanyo, Vibes in 5, link up reloaded. I will only wish Shatta doesn't give Stonebwoy the chance, because the last time Chatter House come like they nearly killed him. he for be careful this time. Now Cassandra Juma says, I'm listening and everybody knows Sammy Flex hates Stonebwoy from Plaza FM days to Xylophone FM. Why don't you play the audio? All the good things he said, about Shatta. Hypocrite. Now Salansa somebody says, Brasami, I think Stonebwoy is just saying something, Keke. He should remember they are having a court case. 2 years without no beef. Okay. Now Simple says, are you following the story at all? Who is beefing who? He said the beef may come naturally. Get the difference. And if you listen to Stonebwoy, he said Shatta is his brother as well. Now Katop Bright, who be you, says, Sammy, you see, sometimes you make the Beam natives feel you hate Stonebwoy because of how you go about the issues surrounding him. Play the interview and let the pundits know how he put the whole thing. The video says it all. Okay. Now if you believe, says Sammy, on the cruise that makes helicopter blades propel. Okay. I'm on for area lines. Okay. Now, Starboy AK says, I felt bad after listening to T-Flow State of the Heart. I can boldly say Ghana music is not in a good shape. Okay. Now, I'm lucky, says, Stonebwoy is being a hypocrite. When he was at Xylophone Media, he was complaining, chastising the management for allowing him and Shatta to beef. Now he's calling for beef himself, and that is hypocrisy. Chief Walcott says, Sammy, Shatta and Stonebwoy beef there to rise again, but trust me, it won't be at heart like before. Their beef equally gave them attention. Looking at the just ended Wonderboy album launch tells you their beefing was healthy in their pockets. Okay, let's go to Lady Rev, and after that we'll wrap up with all your comments, especially those on WhatsApp. Lady.
Yes, Basami.
Yes, your opinion here.
Yeah. First off, I just want to know the fans should just take it easy. They get too emotional about things. There are points where you need to be emotional. There are points where you should be psychological. Mm-hmm. We understand that they went overboard with what they did before. And it's because, this beef thing is not really our culture. I mean, it started with the high life guys. We jumped on them. We didn't really understand the music thing, right? So it went a bit overboard. We dealt with it. And it is healthy if they can go back to it. But this time it should be a creative beef. There is no creative industry without a beef. We are not motivational speakers. We are not doctors. we are not. I don't know which work militaries. That yes sir, master, good morning sir. All of us we say that obey before complain. That this industry is quite different. Very different, and the dynamics that comes with it, we should all be able to embrace. I think that some of these things boils back to the lack of knowledge we have about where we find ourselves. Why would the presenter go back to ask about that beef question? It's because the industry is naturally missing that. In the morning, for us to hear a lyrical line from Stonebwoy or a lyrical line from Shatta, and they'll make noise here and there, and it is like that. It's all like when we're young, when you're in class, we have this group boys that Charlie, if they don't come to school, cry, you are sick. It's all part. Yes, the school make door. It's part of it. It's needed. And I want to tell Doc, look, parliamentarians, in as much as they do opposition and all, these guys are friends behind the scenes. I'm telling you, I've produced a political show before. I mean, we sit on Friday, all of us, MPP, NDC, eat over something, and Monday, it's a serious hit on radio, as if they are enemies. But Friday, we're together. You understand? It doesn't necessarily mean that Stonebwoy and Shatta are enemies entirely. Look, these guys might be WhatsApping themselves behind the scene. Bro, it's been a long time. We've got this conversation. Maybe when you go, Charlie, hit the points like this. Let me follow. This is creativity. Follow with your mind. Don't be too passionate and all of that. Things happen. It has happened the first time. It didn't go well. We have made sure that they don't go overboard with police and all. We are back. Let them bring back the beef vibe, where we'll have Stonebwoy wake up and give us some jealousies on which you can also play against a friend or somebody. We use these songs even in relationship, man. Your boyfriend is playing something, you two, you are playing something.
So one day we wake up and we play Dirty Enemies.
Charlie, all of us, we inside some, it lets,
Dirty
the whole
Enemies all over.
It makes the whole relationship, it makes everything beautiful. Please, let's just understand that this is showbiz. And if you don't know what it is, take time and study so that you don't get soul and emotional and some influence is hypocritical and this person is this and this is that and this and this and this and this. When you do that, it doesn't matter to him. You, on the other hand, you are having a heart attack, a serious heart attack that doesn't have any basis,
any cure.
It is the fun of the day. Let's just enjoy. If they want to bring back the beef, why not? I want to listen to some lyrics. What's new are they coming to say? Which exposés are they bringing on board? Very important. But again, this time it won't go physical. We don't want to see guns. We don't want to see all of those things. Dancehall cannot be dancehall without a lyrical beef. It's very important.
Okay, thank you so much for this message, and I believe it is time for me to read all your tweets, your WhatsApp messages, and with that we will continue with the business of the day. Desmond Desi Diwema says we don't need any lyrical beef anymore this time. The beef should be who can pull numbers on international grounds. Okay, be evil again, which isn't good. Now, Quatin Lauren says, Brasami, today I don't side with Arnold comment cry. I know the Bab cry. Initially, it wasn't easy for we SM fans, but now we are okay with the atmosphere. Sir, it wasn't easy for the SM fans. Wow. First admittance. But now we are okay with the atmosphere and what is going on. Shatta once said that if no be dance hawking, Stonebwoy no go blow. I see. Okay, let's read some more. Now, Banks, the big timer, says, Brasami, please sometimes allow Arnold to start a discussion if he is very wise, as he is always after he gather information from his colleagues. But Arnold on the real is good and wise. Mantias here. Okay, now this one says, Top Bright says Arnold is the only one saying something sensible at the moment. Sammy, please play the video. Okay, Ofori Nkrumah says you guys sometimes talk as if you come from Ethiopia. Shatawale rather does what you are talking about. Check your facts well. Okay, Young Billion says Billion Nation is already listening to Showbiz Agenda. Nika Benji says Brasami, you can't mention beef songs and leave out talk and don't try by Shatawale. Lyrical is always welcome. We love it, but it shouldn't go aboard. It brings too much tension among the followers. Okay. Who else is here? Okay. Let's go on to WhatsApp, where this one says, Brasami, please tell Lady Rev I'm still waiting for her. I sent her a voice note concerning my relationship a week ago, but she has not given me any response till now. Ask her why were my words offensive or anyway. Okay, now Sammy, in case something gets missing, are you sure they will be able to arrest those appointed in the church? Because I know if you are security in some institution and some things get missing, you'll be held responsible. It can even end you at jail. What is your thought of that? I'm Nana Yar from Lady Rev's Empire. Okay, now Sammy, he is a hybrid hustler. Forget everything. Who is a hybrid hustler? This is Atarasta from Article. This comedians are not serious. Okay. Sammy, Friday is a blessing. I thank God for everything. He takes us through the week. Big ups to everyone. May God bless you for the good work. I like you, brother Sammy. You make me feel cool every day. I believe I see you one day. Godfred from Techies or the Techies. Okay, good morning, Sammy. Why do you always tag Arnold as a bad person? Because he's bad. Okay, now the beauty of life does not depend on how happy you are, but how happy others are because of you. So I love what the Lady Rev is saying. Senior Man Pam sent that one. Okay. Sammy, I'm also the class rep on WhatsApp. I'm Foster Tutu from Dansuman, a shaman to the world. 30th November. Big ups to the Beam Tweet crew members. Showbiz Agenda to the world. Lady Rev, you do all. Foster Tutu is my name. Brasami, I'm Real inside Cashland City. Shatawale doesn't need to beef to survive, but Stonebwoy and his colleagues, they need beef and attention from Shatta to survive. Brasam, you can feel it since the peace pipe who is trending. Shatta movement stronger than their F Nation. Okay. Sammy, I love this lady. She really makes my day. She really they make my mind the colo. Thanks for your speech. Joe from Russia sent that one. And this one says, I'm El Chapo today. Lady Rev made me shy pound. I felt it in my balls, pound, like it was retracting. But it's all good. We work on getting better on those things. Blessed weekend. Okay. Brasami, don't forget, Stonebwoy has his concert coming up. So he just wants hype for the concert. But Brasami, we the SM fans are busy promoting our album. Emmanuel Kwesi Antoginia from Winneba. Big ups to all Papa University students. Okay. Sammy, I think they should start a beef again. But please, Stonebwoy no gano. Jamal Dean, strategic from Obuasi. Okay. Brasame, if Shattawale and Stonebwoy want beef to survive, then they should go beef their politicians. Okay. And a long one. Sami, already Yesu, Arnold and Sami go kill me shy. Bra, where did you meet Arnold? Because you guys, they pair like Bluetooth. I swear, Brasame, the difference between the pastors and the fetish is that the fetish don't buff. But the pastors buff. That's why pastors need security. But pastors give stickers to people for protection, but they have bodyguards themselves. Funny world. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Sammy Flex. This is classic man Chaka from Jamestown. Hey, bro, long time. Do you know because of the beef matter you guys are talking about? Some guys are insulting you on social media, especially on Facebook, that you hate Stonebwoy. I see. I'm going to look for them. Now, Sammy, it's Friday comedy time. Music is a music of competitiveness, and in this case, anything is anything. Okay, let's move on. Sammy, if they can't buy the beef, we the fans will buy it for them to enjoy it. The real Sparrow. Okay, he should think of being on O2 Arena stage rather than beefing. Kwesi Lifestyle sent that one. Okay. And the Lanky says, the crybaby who always claims he's very humble is now calling for a beef with his boss just to hype his concert. Fire burn them all. Big ups to all Blue Nation members at Choco. And this one says, Brasame and your pundit, it's a Friday feeling on Showbiz agenda. What a topic from the lady. I love it. Sammy Flex, you rock. Okay. And this one says, Brasame, sometimes allow. Okay, I think I read this earlier. And this beef there, we go do them again to spice up the industry and make money. Should be healthy as well. Okay. Now this one says the lady is really talking truth. Okay. Sammy, good morning. In as much as we need a beef from them, but Stonebwoy said a lot of good things about Shatta. It was a big who kept asking, and he said the beef may come naturally. I think he said nothing bad for which people should carry it World Cup. Makafui. Brasami, don't be partial. Play the interview for us. Nikki is here. Okay, Brasami, Stonebwoy's beef is show business. The fans should know that as well. And this one says, good morning, Sammy. I'm enjoying the Friday feeling edition. Shatta and Stonebwoy's beef was fun though. But why don't they forget it and do some collaboration? Maybe it will work. Waiting for the comedy Friday. Okay, Brasami, I remember a small beef that happened between married couple simply because the man decided to buy her wife kebab when he was going home after work, and the wife said after he enjoyed the kebab with the girlfriend, he's bringing the remains to him. So they took the kebab and threw it on the floor. Before a boxing match, there is beef. There is no problem if there is beef in the industry. I can tell you what that Santana one is successful, because today we are talking about this interview with Stone. Okay, Miller Greg sent that one. Good morning, Sammy, and your wonderful crew. Please, boss, I can explain something to you. Okay, let's go on. This one says, Sammy and your pundits, I won't encourage the beef between Stonebwoy and Shatta, African dancehall king, because the beef might only favor them and not the industry as a whole. Okay. I don't mind if they need beef as long as they can convince their fans. That is okay. Tilly Akuyanipa sent that one. And one man in the studio of Xylophone FM is a doctor who is taking care of mentally affected people. And this man is still a comedian. I still wonder the feeling of the atmosphere where the doctor is performing comedy to his mad people. Okay, Sammy, but on a real, Stonebwoy spoke more on how he wants Ghanaians to support both of them in order for them to reach the top. He said Shatta is his brother, and he even defended him when he failed to appear in court. Okay, we don't need any beef from their useless camp. We, the Shatta fans, we can survive without a beef. Okay, David from Kaneshi says, beef. Okay, now, Sammy, you make hot. Okay. So more of your commentaries on WhatsApp, but then our big man is seated for us to start talking. You know what I mean? So we have to start talking, doing some landing any businesses here in the studio, so that you can also enjoy it. This is a moment of Tina. DJ Q, are you ready? Q is never ready. Very, very far away. But we'll come back to the studio to do more. DJ Q, are you ready? Okay, let's go for a commercial break. I am going to take care of the commercial break. When we come back, DJ Q will be ready for us to do more. This is still Showbiz Agenda, live on Xylophone 102.1. Sammy Flex is here, and